Liverpool fans are riding high at the moment. But come the end of the season, it's going to turn into a nightmare. Arguably, 3 key players are out of contract soon, and the thought of losing even one is terrifying for fans, especially this one. Mo Salah joined the club in 2017 and instantly turned into the best player in the league, but his story wasn't always smooth sailing. Many superstars had a proper beginning, but for Salah, his journey to becoming a footballing icon started in the streets of Negreg, a small Egyptian town where his desire and love for football began. He used to travel 5 hours a day just to train, and that dedication helped him catch the attention of El Makaloun, one of Egypt's top clubs, where he made his professional debut as a teenager. However, Egyptian football was in turmoil after the Port Said Stadium disaster, where riots broke out during a match.
Some of them armed with knives and bottles. The chaotic scenes left 72 Al Ahly fans dead. The ultras of Al Ahly Football Club organized big protests demanding justice for their falling fans. The demonstrations sometimes turned violent.
74 people killed, 500 people injured. The league was suspended for 2 years by the Egyptian government. This forced young talents like Salah to look abroad for opportunities. That opportunity came in 2012 when Swiss giants FC Basel invited him for a trial. They weren't completely convinced at first, but after Salah scored twice in just 45 minutes in a friendly match against their under-21s, they knew they had to sign him. This was the first time Salah proved his doubters wrong, and trust me, it wasn't the last. Salah wasted no time making an impact. He played a crucial role in their Swiss Super League title wins and announced himself on the European stage with electric performances in the Champions League and Europa League. His biggest moment came in the 2 games against Chelsea in the 2013-14 Champions League group stage. Salah tormented the English side, scoring in both legs and leading Basel to a famous double over the London club. Chelsea was so impressed that they couldn't resist signing him. In January 2014, Chelsea acquired the services of Salah for £11 million. When Mohamed Salah arrived at Chelsea, it was supposed to be the next step in his journey to stardom. He had just torn Chelsea apart, and now he was set to play under Jose Mourinho at one of England's biggest clubs. But things didn't go as planned. Salah was young, raw, and arriving at a Chelsea side stacked with attacking talent. Eden Hazard was untouchable on the left. Willian and Andre Schürrle were battling for the right-wing spot, and even Oscar was ahead of him in the pecking order. Mourinho didn't see Salah as a key player and had him in the squad just for rotation, at best. Minutes were hard to come by. In his first 6 months, Salah played just 10 league games, mostly as a late substitute. Even when he was given a chance, he struggled to make an impact. His speed and dribbling were undeniable, but he lacked confidence and consistency. The pressure of playing for a top Premier League club was immense, and Salah wasn't given time to adapt. Mourinho even publicly questioned his ability to handle the physicality of English football. Managers don't usually do that. It became clear that he wasn't part of Chelsea's plans.
Mentality, fitness, and adaptation to a new reality. He arrived in Chelsea coming from Basel, a lonely boy, a naive boy, completely out of context, physically fragile.
And in January 2015, he was shipped off to Fiorentina on loan. At this point, Salah's footballing dream had turned into a nightmare. He had gone from an exciting prospect to a player deemed not good enough. But instead of giving up, Salah saw it as an opportunity to rebuild his career and prove that Chelsea had made a mistake. When Salah joined Fiorentina on loan, it wasn't seen as a big move. To most, it was just another Premier League flop being sent to Serie A league known for giving forgotten players a second chance. But for Salah, it was the reset he desperately needed. The moment he arrived in Florence, things changed. It wasn't magic. Salah was just given regular playing time. No longer a bench warmer, Salah became a key player, and in just his second game, he scored against Sassuolo. 2 weeks after he put on a masterclass against Juventus, scoring twice in a stunning 2-1 win in the Coppa Italia. Suddenly, the Chelsea reject was making headlines in Italy. By the end of his half-season loan, Salah had scored 9 goals in 26 appearances and played a crucial role in Fiorentina's run to the Europa League semi-finals. The club wanted to sign him permanently, but Salah had bigger ambitions. He had proven he could shine in Italy, but he wanted to do it at a bigger club. And so, he rejected Fiorentina's offer and forced a move to Roma, a decision that would take his career to the next level. At Roma, Salah was no longer just a promising talent. He was expected to deliver, and he did. The club signed him on loan for the 2015-16 season, and within months, they knew they had something special. Salah's newfound confidence made him one of the most dangerous wingers in Italy. In his first season, he finished as Roma's top scorer with 15 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. His performances earned him a permanent move to Roma in 2016 for around 15 million euros, and the following season, he hit another level. Salah formed a lethal partnership with Edin Dzeko, helping Roma push Juventus into the title race. He finished the 2016-17 campaign with 19 goals and 15 assists, making a habit of making sure he creates just as many goals as he scores. A habit that became so clear to the world today. Despite his success, there was a feeling that he was capable of even more, and one club in England believed that too. In the summer of 2017, Liverpool came calling, convinced that Salah could be the missing piece in Jurgen Klopp's attack. Salah didn't need a second invitation to return to England to prove everyone wrong. It was time for his ultimate redemption. Liverpool signed Mohamed Salah for £37 million, an amount seen as a gamble in 2017, but an absolute steal considering the levels Salah would soon hit. Many questioned the move. Wasn't he just another Chelsea reject? Could he really handle the Premier League? But Jurgen Klopp saw something others didn't. He didn't see the raw, inconsistent winger from Chelsea. He saw a player who could evolve into a goal-scoring machine. And from the moment Salah stepped onto the pitch for Liverpool, that desire to maintain at the top level was shown on the pitch. Salah's first season at Anfield was nothing short of legendary. He scored on his Premier League debut against Watford and immediately became Liverpool's Player of the Month in August. More goals and assists to follow, and the most significant of the lot was a goal against Chelsea in November. He didn't celebrate, but that goal felt like a huge middle finger to his former club, a club that didn't give him time to succeed. By the end of his first season, he shattered expectations, scoring 44 goals in all competitions, including a record-breaking 32 goals in the Premier League, making him the highest scorer in a 38-game season. He won the Golden Boot, the PFA Player of the Year, and led Liverpool to the Champions League final. It was almost the perfect debut season, but thanks to a certain tackle from a certain Real Madrid defender, Salah was forced to leave the field early with a shoulder injury. Salah left the pitch in tears. Liverpool were crushed too as they lost out, not only in the Champions League final, but missed out on the Premier League title in 2018 as well. When it ended rough for Liverpool, everyone knew Salah was a great deal and is nicknamed the Egyptian King. Unlike many one-season wonders, Salah maintained an elite level year after year. In the 2018-19 season, Salah netted 27 goals, securing another Premier League Golden Boot. But more importantly, he found redemption in the Champions League. helping Liverpool lift the trophy after the heartbreak of the previous year. Liverpool had long craved adding another league title to their trophy cabinet. All eyes were on Salah now, as he was the talisman for the team. The following season, he scored 23 goals, and finally, Liverpool ended their 30-year wait for a league title, winning the Premier League in dominant fashion. In 2020-21, despite a season plagued by injuries, Salah still managed to score 31 goals, carrying Liverpool to a top 4 finish almost single-handedly. The next year, he hit the 31-goal mark again, winning another Golden Boot and leading the team to an FA Cup and Carabao Cup double. The 2022-23 season saw him score 30 goals, surpassing Steven Gerrard to become Liverpool's all-time top scorer in European competitions. And in 2023-24, the Egyptian king continued his dominance, crossing 200 goals for Liverpool and cementing himself as one of the club's all-time greats. The only thing missing from these glorious 8 years would be trophies. Klopp suffered from that as well. His time at Liverpool was absolutely mind-blowing, but only one Premier League and Champions League trophy does not do him justice. Salah may not be a repeat Premier League champion yet, but with 3 Golden Boots, multiple records, and a Premier League and Champions League to his name, Salah isn't just the greatest African in Premier League history, he's Liverpool's best player of the modern era. No other African footballer has scored more goals in English top-flight league, and his consistency at the highest level is unmatched. This season, Liverpool are way clear in the title race. After a man-of-the-match performance against Man City, Salah had a post-match interview and commented that no matter how great the team can play or how he's been performing so well, there was only one thing on his mind: winning another league title. But his contract runs out at the end of the season, and with a renewal nowhere in sight, a big question looms. What's next? Will he stay at Anfield and continue breaking records, or is he tempted by a move elsewhere, possibly to Saudi Arabia, where clubs have already shown interest? At 32, Salah is still at the top of his game, and his journey from a reject to ruling the Premier League again has been incredible. Speaking of journeys, click on this next video to continue your journey with us. See you there.